Everybody, welcome to Got Bitcoin. The only question worth asking these days: do you have some or do you not? You know, is you in or is you out? I like to say. So real fast, we're just gonna get started here. I'm gonna introduce myself. My name is Galen. I am an amateur cryptocurrency investor. I'm very attracted to a lot of different types of cryptocurrencies, especially Bitcoin, and I want to find other like-minded people who want to learn about cryptocurrency, want to talk about it, think about it with me. Really, it's kind of like a brainstorming effort, but Bitcoin is the topic. That's the topic of this channel, and its implications for the world and what's going to happen because of it. So we're just going to brainstorm. But before we do that, let's go ahead and take a look at the markets. Okay, so today is Monday the 11th. In December. Happy holidays, everybody. And what we're looking at right now is we're looking at Bitcoin, the highest I've ever seen it, $281.5 billion, guys. Okay, like, oh my gosh. And network marketing blows my mind. I know it was like almost about like 200 billion right there, but this is a sliver of the age and already beating it like a redheaded stepchild. Oh my gosh, gotta work on all those aphorisms. So now we also have we got Ethereum, it's climbing up towards 50 billion. Definitely, I would take some profits on that one, guys. And so Bitcoin Cash is looking good. It's 24 billion. IOTA is 11. Litecoin has caught up to IOTA so quickly. Oh my gosh! If anyone's keeping touch with what's happening with Litecoin, all right, I'll tell you right now. Take some profits with Litecoin, guys. Take some profits with Litecoin right now. Ripple's up 4%. Everything's up for today. Everything's up today. We're looking good. So we can go down to BitConnect here. BitConnect's hovering around 376. We got Neo. Dude, we got Neo and EOS. Look at these. Look how close these two are to each other. And then we also have... I'm really excited for Neo, guys. I don't have any yet, but I'm excited to see a cryptocurrency that's actually got the backing of a government. And so Neo's going to be huge. BitConnect, I'm really liking BitConnect. I did actually a $1,500 loan today. $1,500 is $1,570. So I did a loan for $1,570. That'll be cool to see what happens with that. Telling me I'm going to be getting daily profits with that as well with BitConnect. Okay, let's go down to one of the coins that I really appreciate and love, Dogecoin. Dogecoin is such an interesting character. I feel like when people see the market going down really fast with Bitcoin, I feel like they move it all over into Dogecoin, and then once Bitcoin is kind of bottomed out, or I mean not bottomed out, but basically on its lower crest, then everyone pours back into Bitcoin out of Dogecoin, and then I've just noticed the prices where Dogecoin seems very stable. Like it's been, you can even look at right here at the thing. It's up, down, up, down, up, down. It's like it doesn't have too much of any one which way lately, and I think it's people are pouring back and forth in it. So I'm an amateur, guys. I just started looking at these charts just a couple weeks ago. Like I don't know anything about trading yet, but I'm gonna be learning. I'm studying every day. I actually just quit my job, and so because I've been making money with Bitcoin, and now I'm dedicated to going ham and full time in it. So that's kind of what we got going right now. Okay, what is next? I wanted to talk a little bit about Bitcoin. Let's just talk about it for just a second, okay? I feel like this will help anyone who isn't really sure what it is or what to do with it. So we're just going to talk about it a little bit, okay? I'm going to read this to you guys. It says, Bitcoin is a decentralized digital currency that enables instant payments to anyone, anywhere in the world. Bitcoin uses peer-to-peer technology to operate with no central authority. Transaction management and money issuance are carried out by the collective. Hey guys, hey, both you guys, can you leave? I'm recording a video and now I have to start all over because of your voices. Can you please leave? Exit the building for a little bit. Please and thank you. Okay, so we're going to start that all over. Thank you. So Bitcoin is a decentralized digital currency that enables instant payments to anyone, anywhere in the world. All right. Bitcoin uses peer-to-peer technology to operate with no central authority. No central authority. So that basically means no bank. So transaction management and money issuance are carried out collectively by the network. All right. So the original Bitcoin software by Satoshi Nakamoto was released under the MIT license. Most client software derived from Scratch. Most client software derived from Scratch also derived or from Scratch. Okay, that doesn't make sense to me. You also use open source licensing. Okay, so basic open source licensing means anyone can add to it. It's not owned by anybody. It's open to the public. Almost like a book that's in public domain now. From a deceased writer. So Bitcoin is the first successful implementation of a distributed cryptocurrency, described in part in 1998 by Wade Dye on the Cypherpunks mailing list. Okay, so apparently, oh my gosh, Lula, you just farted. My dog just farted. It smells so bad. Building upon the notion that money is any object or any sort of record accepted as payment for goods and services and repayment of debts in a given country or socioeconomic context. Bitcoin is designed around the idea of using cryptography to control the creation and transfer of money rather than relying on central authorities. Guys, this sucks. This description is lame. It is really hard to understand. Let's see what Wikipedia, instead of BitWiki, let's see what just Wikipedia has to say. Okay. Bitcoin is a cryptocurrency and worldwide payment system. It is the first decentralized digital currency, as the system works without a central bank or single administrator. Okay, so it's like a system without any main authoritative figure basically, if you lose your Bitcoin, there's no way to get it back. No one's going to replace it for you. There's no institution that is in charge of keeping people in line. Scams are, you get scams in every economy. There's scams, right? Well, this is just a whole new breed of them. Bitcoins are created as a reward for a process. Okay, no, I skipped. The network is peer-to-peer, and transactions take place between users directly through the use of cryptography, without an intermediary. These transactions are verified by network nodes and recorded in an immutable public distributed ledger called a blockchain. Bitcoin was invented by an unknown person or group of people under the name Satoshi Nakamoto and released as open source software in 2009. So Bitcoin, I think, I understand it was 2008, actually, when it came out. And no one actually knows who Satoshi Nakamoto is, but he was the one who created it. Okay, he's the one who wrote the code. He's the one who made it, and then disappeared. He had some brief communication with the people that he made it with for a little bit, and as soon as he felt it was in good hands, so to speak, he ditched. He left. He left the scene, and he has not resurfaced at all. I mean, some people speculate that aliens made Bitcoin or handed it down or something like that. And so, all right, let's keep on reading here. It says, Bitcoins are created as a reward for a process known as mining. And they can be exchanged for other currencies, products, and services. As of February 2015, over 100,000 merchants and vendors accepted Bitcoin as payment. So, as of 2 years ago, there's over 100,000 merchants and vendors accepting Bitcoin. All right? I'm telling you, this is something you guys have to start learning about. Okay, anyone who doesn't start learning and researching about cryptocurrency and what it's going to do to everything, you're going to get so left behind. It's going to be just a total separation of realities. Oh my gosh. Okay. Research produced by the University of Cambridge estimates that in 2017, there are 2.9 to 5.8 million unique users using a cryptocurrency wallet. Okay, so that needs to get updated. It's like over 15 million at this point, easily. Okay, freaking freebitcoin.io alone has got over 10 million registered users. And okay, yeah, that was a short shot. Probably like 20 million. by now. As far as like all the users or more, I don't know. It's definitely not 5 or definitely not 2 to 9. Someone is being way conservative. Okay, so there's just one thing I want to mention too. Also, I want to talk to you about units. So pay attention right here. Just zoom in for you a little bit. The unit of account of the Bitcoin system is Bitcoin. As of, this is for all you accountants out there, as of 2014, tickers used to represent Bitcoin are BTC and ZBT. Its Unicode character is B. Small amounts of Bitcoin used as alternative units are millibitcoin, okay, and Satoshi. Named in homage to the Bitcoin's creator, a Satoshi is the smallest amount within Bitcoin, representing 0.00000001. Okay, so basically 100 millionth of a Bitcoin. A millibitcoin equals to 100,000 Satoshi. So that's 100,000 Satoshi right there. 1,000th of a Bitcoin, or 100,000 Satoshis. Okay, cool. You guys ready for some history? You guys want some history? Learning about this stuff, or you guys just want to know how to make money? No, we're going to learn history because I'm still learning how to make money, all right? Let's see here. All right, this note. Okay, on the 18th of August 2008. Yeah, see, like I said, 2008. The domain name Bitcoin.org was registered. In November that year, a link to a paper authored by Satoshi Nakamoto. I'm going to actually link that paper in the description for you guys to read, titled Bitcoin, a peer-to-peer electronic cash system. Let me remind myself. Nakamoto paper. Boom. Was posted to a cryptography mailing list. Okay. I don't know if you guys can see all that, but okay, cool. See if you can see it now. All right, was posted to a cryptography mailing list. Nakamoto implemented the Bitcoin software as open source code and released it in January 2009. The identity of Nakamoto remains unknown. In January 2009, the Bitcoin network came into existence after Satoshi Nakamoto mined the first ever block on the chain, known as the Genesis block, for a reward of 50 Bitcoins. Embedded in the Coinbase of this block was the following text. The Times 03 Jan 09 Chancellor on brink of second bailouts for banks. What embedded in the Coinbase of this block was the following text. The Times. Oh wow, that's an insult. That's crazy to the banks. So basically, in the first, okay, a lot of people don't know this, but every block in the blockchain can actually store data. Okay, there's a timestamp, a place for data, and then a place for hashtag and an ending and starting hash, so it can communicate to the next or previous block. So, but anyways, so in the data of that Genesis block, you can find Nakamoto referencing kind of almost in a disapproving, it's disapproving because he made Bitcoin. So he's like talking about the second bailout for the banks. And, anyone who knows, not anyone, but what we see is a lot of people who are interested in Bitcoin also tend to be people who are already aware of the massive amount of corruption in our current financial institutions. And so, and governance systems. Okay, so this note has been interpreted as both a timestamp of the Genesis date and a derisive comment on the instability caused by the fractional reserve banking. Like I said, it is a derisive comment. Okay, on one of the first supporters, adopters, and contributors to Bitcoin was the receiver of the first Bitcoin transaction, programmer Hal Finney. Finney downloaded the Bitcoin software the day it was released and received 100 Bitcoins from Nakamoto in the world's first Bitcoin transaction. Other early adopters were Wei Dai, creator of Bitcoin predecessor B-Money, and Nick Szabo, creator of the Bitcoin predecessor BitGold. In the early days, Nakamoto is estimated to have 1 million Bitcoins. In 2010, Nakamoto handed the network alert key and control of the Bitcoin core code repository over to Gavin Anderson, who later became lead developer at the Bitcoin Foundation. Nakamoto subsequently disappeared from any involvement in Bitcoin. Anderson stated that he then sought to decentralize control, saying, "As soon as Satoshi stepped back and threw the project onto my shoulders, one of the first things I did was try to decentralize that. So if I get hit by a bus, it would be clear that the project would go on. This left opportunity for controversy to develop over the future development path of Bitcoin. The value of the first Bitcoin transactions were negotiated by individuals on the Bitcoin Talk forums, with one notable transaction of 10,000 Bitcoin used to indirectly purchase 2 pizzas delivered by Papa John's. On 16th of August 2010, a major vulnerability in the Bitcoin protocol was spotted. Transactions were not properly verified before they were included in the blockchain, which let users bypass Bitcoin's economic restrictions and create an indefinite number of Bitcoins. On 15th of August, the vulnerability was exploited. Over 184 billion Bitcoins were generated in a single transaction and sent to 2 addresses on the network. Within hours, the transaction was spotted and erased from the transaction log after the bug was fixed and the network forked to an updated version of the Bitcoin protocol. On August 1st, 2017, a hard fork of Bitcoin was created, known as Bitcoin Cash. Bitcoin Cash has a larger block size limit and had an identical blockchain at the time of fork. Okay, so that's interesting. I actually didn't know about that, and this is Wikipedia, so anyone can really go on there and change whatever they want. So take all that with a grain of salt. But basically, there's a little bit of history for you there. Nakamoto Satoshi just totally disappeared after he gifted the world with this open source software that is now the new ledger technology that we're all using. So, guys, I'm gonna pretty much wrap up this video with those couple points, and what did we go over? We went over a little bit of where you can go find the coin market cap. Okay, is where you can go and look at the market cap for all these different coins, and remember, Bitcoin is the king, and I suspect it will always be the king. And as I understand it right now, you have to actually get Bitcoin to get into any other currency aside from giving cash over to somebody who has the currency you want. So for any of these other altcoins to go up, they need to be purchased generally with Bitcoin, okay? And so, like, almost always only with Bitcoin. And so I feel like Bitcoin is the reserve currency, the one to be involved in. I'm very attracted to Litecoin as well. Basically anything the first 50 on the top are worth looking at and worth buying. Anything under that, holy shiz, there's a lot of them. And so, you can get lost trying to learn about all these different companies when you should be just learning about principles rather than these unique little unicorns that are not really unicorns. And so, okay. We're going to talk about other stuff here a little bit later, but what we did go over was a little bit of the history and a little bit of units. The units of Bitcoin, how big they are. They've divided into 100 million pieces. And also, I'm going to link the Nakamoto's paper in the link below. You can go to it, check it out, read it, please. And just remember, get Bitcoin. Is that about it? I think that's about it.